Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today is Thursday, anything can happen day here on the channel, and what's going to happen today is we're going to get into this box, sealed box of 1992 Score Series 2. And this is a great box to open. These are not that expensive if you decide you want to get one. They are out there. I bought this box in 1992, and you can probably understand why I bought it. It's got Cal Ripken Jr. right on the front, and I've always collected him. And I also thought this would just be a great investment box because it has some amazing autograph possibilities, and yet this box, you can get these like $60 to $70 online. I looked this morning to see what these were going for, and I had hoped that they would have, magically gone up, but I've kind of tracked this over the years, and it's never really gained that much in price, and I don't understand why. When I tell you what you can pull out of this Series 2, you're going to be, if you don't know about it, you're going to be pretty amazed. You can get autograph pulls of Stan Musial, Mickey Mantle, and Carl Yastrzemski, plus the former Rookie of the Year, Chuck Knobloch. That one, not as exciting, but these three Hall of Famers, very exciting there. Stan Musial, Mantle, and Yastrzemski each signed 2,000 cards for this set, and on top of that, all three of them signed 2,000 more cards where all three signatures are on the card together. I'm not making that up. So you got 8,000 cards of those three Hall of Famers floating around in boxes of Score 1992 Series 2, plus the possibility of getting autographed Chuck Knobloch cards, which is, not on the same par as those three, but still be a pretty fun card to pull. He signed 1990 Score first-round draft pick cards, so you don't just pull a 92 Score of Knobloch, you actually pull one of his rookie cards that he signed. I don't think he signed 2,000. I've actually never seen anybody give a hard concrete number on that. I don't think he signed 2,000. I think he signed less than that. So his autograph's probably a little harder, but I could be wrong about that. I'll have to check the wrappers. Maybe they say on the wrappers here. So anyway, we're going to get into this box. Going to open half of it today. The other half of the box will go into the pool for packs that I put on Dorking with dice. So we'll get into 18 packs of this, 36 packs in the box, and as you can see here, 16 cards per pack. Get Mr. Kershaw to help us get into this. If you buy one of these, if you watch this today and decide, Card Wolf's onto something, maybe I should get one of those boxes myself, I encourage you to look for the sealed boxes, because these did come sealed in cellophane, as you can see here. This is one that I bought in 92 and I've had ever since, so I know it has not ever been tampered with or anything like that. And a lot of the ones that I saw this morning when I was looking on eBay were not sealed in cellophane. They just had no wrapping around it, and I don't know if there's any way to search the packs without opening them. If you can, I don't know what you could do. You can weigh them or something. I don't know. People do all kinds of weird stuff, but if there's any way that people could search a pack for autographs of these three guys, I bet that they would. And so if you decide to purchase a box of this, I would strongly suggest getting one that is sealed as mine is, because then it has not been messed with or any kind of weird stuff has gone on with that. Mr. Kershaw to open this one up for us and hopefully pull some good stuff out of here. The autographs are the main things that I'm looking for. And of course, they are very tough hits, but the other thing that I'm looking for, you also got some nice rookie cards in here. You got Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez, and Kenny Lofton, all eventual Cleveland Indians, and all three of them had rookie cards in here. Also a lot of good Hall of Famer cards, including, as you see on the front here, Dream Team cards. You get All-Star cards, highlight cards, all kinds of really great stuff can come out of this. So it should be a fun rip. I haven't opened packs of this for a little while, so I am looking forward to seeing. And you can see there are several different pack art variations that you get on these, and I don't know if that has any bearing on what you find inside, but some of them tell you can get the Knobloch, some of them tell you can get the Mantle, Musial, and all the other good stuff here. I'm trying to see, I'm looking at the back of this to see if it actually has numbers on the Knobloch cards, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, so, wow. So yeah, they did insert cards that are unautographed, and those are not that hard to get. And it doesn't have any numbers on the Knobloch, which is probably why I don't know what they are. But I did make a mistake. They signed a total of 2,000 of each player, but they only did 499 of the combo cards where all three of them signed it. So instead of 8,000 autograph possibilities, there's about 6,500 autograph possibilities, and that's just fine with me. I still think that's pretty good. As a point of comparison, Series 1 of 1992 score, you can only pull one player signed for that. It was Joe DiMaggio, which is pretty awesome, no question about that, but he signed 2,500 cards, which is what you usually see in score and upper deck cards from this period. And so, you know, your odds are quite a bit better. Like, you have 3 times better odds, just about that. I'm not good with math. I'm sure one of you can correct me if I'm wrong about that. Eddie Taubensi, rookie prospect card there. Some of these rookie prospect cards are errors, too. They don't have this stripe down here that says rookie prospect, and you know, a lot of error cards from this period in time are just not worth anything, and that's the case here. But if you collect errors, you know, that is something to look for. Chris Haney, another rookie prospect card there, and then we got one of our all-star cards of Lee Smith with the big head there. So that's a Hall of Famer. We'll put that aside. Denny Martinez, another nice card there, highlight card, pitching the 15th perfect game in Major League history. Denny Martinez, former Oriole there, with the Expos, Tony Castillo and Joe Gray, Dave Island and Edwin Nunez from the Brewers, and Jack Doherty squaring for the bunt, Jim Clancy, Tom Browning and Joe Bover, Kevin Tapani, a lot of pitchers in this one, John Burkett and Bobby Ojeda, Kevin Appiah. That was like 10 pitchers in a row there. That was nuts. Was that all pitchers? Well, Jack Doherty was the only pitcher that... wow, that is nuts. That was a crazy pack. That was a lot of pitchers there, I gotta say. So how am I gonna do this? I want to make sure that I open the 10. Maybe I'll dig a bunch of these out and just set them out here so that I know, and then I'll put that one back there. All right, so let's do it that way. That way I know I'm not gonna go over what I want to potentially open here. Again, really what I'm looking for are the autographed cards. Wouldn't mind getting some of the rookie cards I mentioned before, but see what else we have here. Try to go through these a little faster. Wow, Milt Hill got dinged there, as did Braulio Castillo. I'll show those on the camera, see what I'm talking about. Pretty bad ding up there and there, but that appears to be it. Gary Cooper, the famous movie star, was a Houston Astro after he retired from the silver screen. There is his rookie prospect card. George Pedre from the Royals, another rookie card there. Nice Dave Cone card. I don't collect him, but very nice card. Hector Villanueva and Tony Castillo again. That's our second Tony Castillo card in 2 packs. And now we're getting the pitcher parade here. There's Tony Gwynn. That's a nice one. Put that in the Hall of Fame pack. Greg Vaughn with the action bat photo there. Pretty cool. Always like that about these cards, how they have part of the player kind of going out of the photo frame. Kind of cool. Tony Fernandez. You get the player and the player that he's leaping over there. I can't quite see who that is. It looks like it says Mitchell on the back. Maybe that's Kevin Mitchell. I'm not sure. Mark Williamson. We finally get an Oriole. Jose Guzman and Kevin Tapani again. John Burkett again. A lot of repeats there among the pitchers. I don't remember there being quite that bad of an assortment rate. I thought the assortment was pretty good on these. I think this Series 2 set has, I want to say, 450 cards. I should have checked that before I came on the air today, but I think that's about right. There's George Pedre, another repeat. What is going on here? That's a rookie prospect card. Another rookie prospect of Vinny Castilla. Rod Brewer rookie prospect card. And that is one of the cool subsets that they have here. These are baseball memorabilia cards from the Barry Halper collection. And this is a bunch of Honus Wagner memorabilia that the collector Barry Halper had, and that is a pretty cool card, I have to admit. I'm not sure I've ever pulled that one before, so I'll give that its own stack too. Those are pretty neat cards. Jose Offerman there, running across the infield. Rudy Seons, Jim Poole, another Orioles card. Paul McClellan, and we got our first Dream Team card, and it's Tony Gwynn. That's a pretty nice one there. Beautiful card of Tony Gwynn. Like these Dream Team cards a lot, and very, very pretty card there. And, of course, fresh from the pack. You don't have any dings or nicks in the black borders of these, so that's a pretty nice card to have. Barry Bonds there. That is his, I guess that's his 5th-year card, if I'm remembering the math right on those. Barry Bonds, Skeeter Barnes, Tom Candiotti, and Bernard Gilkey. Chris Gwynn, brother of Tony, interesting to find them in the same pack. There's Rob Dibble, who I believe also has a Dream Team card in this set, and Tim McIntosh from the Brewers. So doing pretty well. I wish I had my son here. He could be opening these packs, for he is the pack opening machine. He could be opening the packs while I am going through the packs, and that would speed up the process by quite a bit there. Get all of that off the table, and we start off with a nice Steve Avery highlight card here. That's a pretty cool card. I always like those highlight cards. I think they did a nice job designing those. He was the National League Playoff MVP for the Braves, Steve Wilson, and Rico Rossi. That is a rookie prospect card of that player. Stacey Jones, the great engineer. There he is, a relief pitcher for the Orioles. Craig Worthington, another Oriole card there. Dana Keuchel and Roger Mason. Willie Blair, and we got another Dream Team card here. That's pretty awesome. I think that's Biggio, if I'm not mistaken. We got 2 Dream Team cards out of 2 packs there. It is indeed Craig Biggio. Put that in the stack of Hall of Famers. Andy Van Slyke looking like he's about to take somebody out. He has gotten a running leap, and he's about to spear somebody there. I think he's confused about what sport he's playing. Lenny Dykstra, former Met. Ed Whitson and Mackie Sasser. Looks like he's just tripped. Max Venable there, and Rob Murphy. And we finish off with Daryl Hamilton from the Brewers. We go on to our next pack. No autos so far, but we have pulled a couple of nice Dream Team cards. I do like that subset quite a lot. It was very popular at the time. We start off with a nice All-Star card of Ryne Sandberg. Shout out to Average Joe. There is a nice Ryne Sandberg. Put that in the stack as well. And then we got the Cy Young Award winner of Roger Clemens there. Pretty nice card if you like Clemens. Show you the back of that. It shows the award. So that's what that looks like. Nice Man of the Year card of Cal Ripken Jr. That's a pretty sweet pull. I do have that one, but still a very nice pull there. And then we get a first-round draft pick of Tyler Green. Back in 1992, that would have been a hot card. Tyler Green was quite the prospect back then. Tom Edens and Bob McClure with the sidearm delivery in relief for the Cardinals. Kurt Young. We got another pitcher pack here. Pat Clements and Luis Alicia. We got Jack Doherty squaring for the bunt again. Jim Clancy behind him and Tom Browning. Nice Ricky Henderson card there. Nothing wrong with that. Always like to pull Ricky Henderson's. Don Paul greets us again. Canseco running through right field there. And Ed Sprague finishes things off from that pack for the Blue Jays. So some nice pulls, I have to admit. I mean, we are definitely pulling some Hall of Famers. We got several Dream Team cards so far. And see what we get out of this pack. A lot of pitchers. I don't know, maybe there were an inordinate number of pitchers in Series 2, and I don't remember that. Dan Keller, a rookie prospect card of that player who I do not remember at all. And Kim Batiste, rookie card prospect of him. Another rookie prospect of Real Cormier, which I assume is some sort of Frenchy name. I'm not sure about that one. Anthony Telford, Orioles rookie prospect there, sporting the Super Mario mustache. And Sean Barry. We got Sid Fernandez, two good pitchers for the Mets right in a row there. Repeat of David Cohn. Hector Villanueva greets us again. Rene Gonzalez, Mark Whitten, and Todd Hundley. A lot of Mets in this pack. Luis Alicia and Steve Lake getting ready to look for a pop-up maybe. Carl Willis, Mark Williamson again, and Jose Guzman finish out that pack for us. No autos so far, but we still have quite a few packs to go through, and certainly enjoying this rip. Hope you guys like this rip, and you have to let me know what you think about this product and what you think about boxes of this. I feel like they're $60 or $70 for the chance to pull an autograph like that. Still seems to me like a really good deal. Vinny Castilla starts this pack off. The rookie prospects on top. Rod Brewer there, and we get our second Honus Wagner memorabilia card from the Hopper collection. We get a Barry Bonds All-Star Big Head card. I don't know if that's a big head card. I think that is actual size. Actually, on Barry Bonds, I think that's a real photo of him. And then we got Dave Island and Edwin Nunez. Cecil Espy playing the outfield there. John Barfield and John Smiley, 2 Johns in a row. There's Mo Vaughn, who we pulled his rookie card yesterday, and he was snarling on it. He looks happier there. Danny Cox and Jeff Bagwell, nice card there as well. Is Bagwell? I think Bagwell's in the Hall of Fame, actually. I'll put that over there. Bobby Ojeda, Kevin Appier, and Jesse Orozco, good pitcher for many years. And Al Osuna finishes things off there. It's funny how some of these players, I just blank on whether or not they're in the Hall of Fame. And in some cases, it's because I'm not sure that I personally would put them in the Hall of Fame, and so I don't remember them, as being in there, whether they're in there or not. There's Barry Bonds again with the life photo there. That is definitely life-size head of Barry Bonds. We get another Roger Clemens. Oh, no, that's Chuck Knobloch. All right, I thought that was the Roger Clemens card we saw before, but it is not. Chuck Knobloch, Rookie of the Year, and that one is not signed. As you can see, it has the trophy on the back, so pretty cool. Steve Avery and Steve Wilson, 2 Steves in a row. Jack Howell and Kevin Brown. David Howard, looks like we might have another Dream Team card lurking back here. John Orton discovering the baseball there just at his feet. He's been looking for it for a good solid 2 minutes. Dream Team card of Kirby Puckett. Very nice one there. I like to see that. Kirby Puckett looks surprised that he caught that ball, though, which I doubt was the case. Gary Sheffield, who a lot of people are saying will get into the Hall of Fame. He is eligible this coming year, and he's slowly been increasing the number of votes he's been getting. Good player, but I don't know about Hall of Famer. Tim Wallach there and Rob Ducey. Steve Sachs playing for the Yankees with Luis Polonia sliding into him. Gary Carter, there's another Hall of Famer for us with the Dodgers. So weird to see him with the Dodgers, though you can't really tell he's with the Dodgers there. He could be with the Mets, which I'm more used to seeing. Kelly Gruber, and we finish off with Paul Ferries, and we get to our last pack out of that stack. We're still going to try to do one more stack of this, going through these pretty quickly so as not to prolong this video. These packs just rip right in half. I do not have Incredible Hulk strength. They're just cheap garbage bag packs here. We start off with Mike Ignatiak, a rookie prospect there from the Brewers. Jim Lewis, who looks like it is straining him greatly to throw that ball. Chuck Carr, another rookie prospect, and Andy Mota, who I assume is like the son or the nephew of the great Manny Mota, played for the Dodgers for many years. Mel Rojas and Kirk Dressendorfer. Don't remember that guy at all. Alan Anderson, I do remember. Jim Hunter, not Jim Catfish Hunter. Different Jim Hunter entirely. We got another Dream Team card, and it is a repeat of Tony Gwynn, so not bad to see that. If I pull anything out of here that you are interested in and it's your favorite player and you don't have the card and would like it, all you have to do is let me know in the comments, and in most cases I will be very, very happy to mail it to you. Dave Stewart and the Hall of Famer Randy Johnson. A lot of people think Dave Stewart should be in the Hall of Famer, but he is not there. Kirby Puckett right after that Randy Johnson card, 2 Hall of Famers in a row, and I think 3 out of this pack alone. Gary Thurman laying down the bunt. We got Rodney McRae, 2 bunters in a row. That's kind of strange. Ron Karkovice. Which player is Ron Karkovice again? He's the catcher. He's getting mauled there by, I can't quite tell who that is, actually. Maybe Steve Sachs. We just saw him earlier. We got Andy Allenson there, another catcher. 2 catchers in a row, 2 bunters in a row. Something weird going on with these packs now. That finishes out that stack. I think I'll do, not sure which one I'll do. I'll do this one down here, put that back there, and then we'll close up the box and move that back there for the time being. Get into this second stack of cards and see how many of these I feel like opening. Would love to pull one of the Hall of Famer autos out of here. That is really what we're going for in opening this box. Lady Renfro there, or Laddie? What do you think that is? Laddie Renfro? Laddie Renfro. I'm going to call him Laddie, and maybe he doesn't like that, but we'll stick with that. Ramon Martinez with the Big Head All-Star there. Pretty nice card. Dennis Martinez, no hit club. I think that's the second Dennis Martinez highlight type card that we've pulled. Manny Ramirez, there's a rookie card. We were talking about that before. That's a very nice pull. First round pick, rookie card of Manny Ramirez. Alejandro Pena giving somebody the side eye there. We got Joe Girardi and Steve Searcy, Steve Buechel, and we got another Dream Team card. Wow, who is that? That is a shadowy, strange card. Who is this? This is Scott Erickson. All right, Scott Erickson got the Dream Team treatment. I don't think I've ever even seen that card. That is an unusual card there. Not a Hall of Famer, but still a cool answer. I'll put it over there. Mike Fetters there and Tom Prince, Mark Leiter, Pete Smith, Ricky Henderson again, Don Paul, our third copy of that, I think, and Jose Canseco once again traipsing about in right field for the A's. Get into our next pack here. Continue our search for Hall of Famer autograph cards as I tear this pack into pieces. And we get Braulio Castillo, rookie prospect card, starting things off here. There he is, taking his lead off of first base. Gary Cooper once again, and George Pedre. That's our third copy of that. Vinny Castilla, Kurt Young, and Pat Clements. Dan Bilardello. Dan Bilardello. Wow, I don't remember that guy. And Luis Lopez, rather. We get another Dream Team card of, I believe, Steve Avery playing hockey. Is that who this is? No, it's Tom Glavine playing hockey. Pretty cool card. I always thought that was an unusual thing and kind of wish that they did more stuff like that. Some of these poses, Tom Glavine, a Hall of Famer, so he goes in the stack. Tim Wallach, Rob Ducey, and Glenn Davis, who played for the Astros and then the Orioles. Jose Guzman, third copy of that. Kevin Tapani, John Burkett, and Bobby Ojeda. I think that's our third copy of several of those cards at the end there. All of them pitchers after that one pack we got where it was pretty much all pitchers in the entire pack. Just going to keep tearing these packs open like they're just made of wet paper or something. Tyrone Hill there, ready to deliver the ball from his first-round pick card. Rookie prospect of Stan Royer. Eric Karros, rookie prospect. Hector Fajardo from the Rangers. And Jose Mesa, Orioles pitcher there. Ron Darling, who was quite the prospect when he came up in 1984 for the Mets. Stan Petrie. Randy St. Clair, we got a pitcher parade once again. Warren Cromartie, very good player for the Montreal Expos for many years, finished up his career in Kansas City. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer there. And Dave Clark of the Dave Clark 5, famous for Bits and Pieces, an awesome song if you've never heard it before. Darren Lewis, Gary Thurman scoring for the bunt yet again. We got Thurman and McRae, the two bunters. The assortment here must put the bunters all together, and then we got two catchers at the end. We've seen that show up in these packs before. It's funny, I don't remember these packs being like that, but I guess they were. So I'll go through these a little faster because we are getting a whole lot of duplicates here. We got Craig Shipley, get these in focus for you. There we are. Calvin Jones, rookie prospect. Scott Cooper, rookie prospect. Will Clark, big head. Mike Huff, Brian Bohannon, Mike Fitzgerald, and Mike Hartley. Dwight Smith, Scott Hemond, Mike Sims, Warren Cromartie greets us again, Darryl Kyle, Sandy Alomar Jr., Pedro Munoz, and a good friend to the channel, Kent Herbeck, who we have pulled his autograph cards before. Sorry for the camera bump there. Just trying to sweep the garbage pack detritus off the table here, or detritus. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, we got Ramon Martinez, big head yet again. We've seen him before, and there's Dennis Martinez joining the No-Hit Club. Another Manny Ramirez rookie, and John Farrell right behind him. Kurt Schilling there, and Mike Bordick. Sean Barry, Sid Fernandez, Brian Downing, good catcher for many years. There he is as a DH. Steve Finley, Chuck Finley, not Steve Finley, different guy. Andahar Cedeno. John Franco, Billy Hatcher, Keith Miller, Steve Lake, and Carl Willis. See how we are doing, making our way through here. We got 4 packs left out of that stack, and so far we have not hit an auto. We got to remedy that for sure. Looks like we got Cal Ripken on the back of this pack. That's pretty sweet. John Farrell again. That's the second pack in a row. We've hit the John Farrell first-round pick card. We got Milt Hill with the assonance in his name there. Braulio Castillo greets us again. Gary Cooper. It's got to be the 4th time we've gotten his card. Ivan Rodriguez. There's a Hall of Famer for us. Paul Abbott. Tony Perez Chica. Don't remember him. Mike Gardner. Dream Team of Biggio again. Luis Quinones. Juan Bell, good second baseman for the Orioles for several years. Ben McDonald, really good pitcher for the Orioles. Ed Sprague, Kurt Gibson with the Royals, and Jim Corsi. And we finish off, of course, with Cal Ripken, as I thought we might. Go to our next pack here. See if we can pull one of those autographs that we are seeking today. We got Rob Brewer starting us off, of course, with the rookie prospect. And we get yet another. Now, there are 5 different cards of these memorabilia things that Halper did for this set, and yet we only get the Honus Wagner. I don't know what that's about. There's Barry Bonds, a life-size portrait of him again. Chuck Knobloch, Sean Bosky, and Neil Heaton, Darrell Irvine, and Scott Aldred. We get another Scott Erickson mystery card. Jeff Schaffer there. Tim Raines, second day in a row. I've pulled a nice Tim Raines card. That's pretty sweet. Mike Benjamin, Kevin Appier, Jesse Orozco, Al Osuna, and Jerome Walton squaring for the bunt. And once again, sorry for the camera bump there. Just about knocked that over before I caught it. And go to our last 2 packs. See how we do. I seem to do nothing but hit the camera here today. I don't know why. Chris Cron, the rookie prospect card. I don't think we've seen that one yet, so that is a new one for us. And Kevin Ward, that's also a new one. I don't remember that. Amalio Carreno, also a new one. Have not seen that. And there we finally get a different memorabilia card from the Hopper collection. This is the Satchel Paige one with a card, a hat, a jersey, a couple of cards on there, and Looks like a glove and a ball too. So that's a pretty cool one. To read about that at some point. Those are neat cards. I do like them, and I guess I kind of wish that we would see those kinds of cards again come back in sets, but you don't see those kind of cards anymore today. Jason Grimsley there, son of Ross Grimsley, who pitched in the 70s for several teams, including the Orioles. Willie Frazier, got pitcher parade again. Mark Davis and Brian Barnes. Whoa, what is going on there? Wow, that is cool. I don't remember that card looking like that. That is a really neat card. Brian Barnes. I'm just going to put that one aside because that's a very unusual card. Dan Plesac, another pitcher. Rene Gonzalez. Finally, we get away from the pitchers. I believe Rene Gonzalez played for the Orioles as well. Yes, he did. Mark Whitten and Todd Hundley. Dick Schofield, who is the infielder, being shadow carded there by Scott Leos, I think. Scott Radinsky there, and Greg Biggio, another Hall of Famer of him. Pete Smith finishes off that pack, and we come to the last pack that we are planning to open on today's episode. Have not pulled one of the 6,500 autographs, more than that if you include the Chuck Knobloch cards, which I do not have a number on how many of those he signed. Here is the National League Cy Young Award winner, Tom Glavine, with kind of a creepy smile there. I don't remember Tom Glavine looking quite that disturbing, but he kind of does. Put that in the Hall of Famer stack. And then Rookie of the Year card of Bagwell. That's kind of a cool card. Like to see that one. Two of those in a row. Very unusual. Chris Jones throwing. Oh, no, his bat broke. Wow, broken bat there. His bat broke right in half. Pretty interesting in-action card there. You don't see that on cards very often. Freddie Benavides, rookie prospect card there. Also from the Reds. Rick Sutcliffe. Very good pitcher for several different teams back in the day. Matt Young, Kurt Schilling again. Mike Bordick and Jack Morris repeat there. Dave Clark, we talked about him. Darren Lewis. Dan Plesac. Todd Froworth, we haven't seen that one yet. Good relief pitcher for the Orioles. Howard Johnson and Billy Hatcher and Keith Miller finish off that pack for us. So that was half of the box, and we did not hit one of the autographs. Sometimes that's how it goes. We'll have to see if we can do better. Kind of looking at that Brian Barnes card. That is a pretty unusual card. I don't remember seeing that. That's a creepy image of Brian Barnes on the back there, smiling in a way that I find disturbing. But the front of the card is pretty neat. I'll have to see if that's something they did with... I'm kind of curious if they did that with any other cards or just his for some reason. I don't know why they would do that with just his, but we got 3 of those Honus Wagner memorabilia cards. Very unusual that we got so many of those. Scott Harrison's not a Hall of Famer. That's why he's there. And one of the Satchel Paige cards, probably give the Satchel Paige one to my son, who is very interested in that player. And there's the other Scott Erickson. We got 2 of Manny Ramirez rookie cards, but none of the Jim Thome rookie cards. What is up with that? I don't know what happened there. And none of the Kenny Lofton ones either. I would prefer to have either of them rather than Ramirez, but that's just my collecting preference. Maybe you feel differently. Go through what I pulled out in the Hall of Famer stack here just one more time so you can kind of get a sense of that. Ripken there and Ivan Rodriguez. There's one of the Ramirez rookies, a couple of Jack Morrises, and 2 Ricky Hendersons. I think we pulled 2 Ricky Hendersons. Puckett, Johnson, 2 Tony Gwynn Dream Teams, which was pretty nice. There's the Puckett Dream Team. And Man of the Year card of Cal Ripken Jr., pretty awesome there. Big head of Sandberg. There's the other Gwynn Dream Team and the regular Gwynn behind it. And Lee Smith, big head card. So a lot of Hall of Famers, pretty nice stack of them. And there may be, given what I said before, there may be others lurking in here that I just don't remember as being Hall of Famers. That's certainly possible. Why are these guys down here? I don't remember. Oh, that's because they're damaged cards. So we'll dispense with them now so that I don't have to think about that. So let me know what you think of this product. Let me know if you think you might pick up a box of this yourself and search for autographs. I am disappointed we didn't get one, but also not at all surprised. They are pretty rare. Even though there are 6,500 of them, they're still very, very hard pulls. I don't know anyone who's ever pulled one, and I've never pulled one myself. So there you go. You'll have to let me know if you've ever pulled one. I'd be very curious to know that. Thank you again for tuning into the channel today. Anything Can Happen Day is always unpredictable and interesting, I hope. I will be back tomorrow with Dorking with Dice. We do it every Friday on the channel here, and I hope to see you there. Have a good rest of your Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, happy collecting.